As a new Canadian, it is a privilege to be able to explain to you our pioneering journalism. The idea for New Canadian Media came to me as I headed back from a journalism conference in Boston in 2009. It was hosted by the Neiman Foundation at Harvard University. And as I was driving back, it occurred to me that there might be something called immigrant journalism, a journalism that is informed by the fact that I've lived in many countries before I arrived in Canada. It gives me a different worldview. At around the same time, it also dawned on me that Canada is evolving right before our eyes. 1 in 5 Canadians is foreign born, like me. 250,000 new immigrants arrive every year. The majority of the population in Toronto and Vancouver will be visible minorities, most of them having landed in the last few decades. I set out to represent the pulse of Immigrant Canada, a media organization founded on the premise that all Canadians need to know what's on the mind of immigrants, so we can all have a better conversation. I also knew I would have the support of hundreds of newcomers across Canada who had come to this country with impressive media credentials but had never stepped into a Canadian newsroom. We deliberately seek out new voices, points of view that are rarely heard in Canada. An article of faith from day one at New Canadian Media has been paying our writers. We are volunteer run, and our main expense remains paying the journalists who write for us. We tell stories in words, in pictures, in audio, and through video. And we aspire to the highest professional and ethical standards. Our seed capital came from a grant last year, and we are pursuing similar opportunities before we can be self-supporting. We've come a long way since our modest beginning in 2011 when we decided to set ourselves up as a not-for-profit corporation. We have generated enough traffic to begin earning paid advertising, have 1,100 plus followers on Twitter, 400 likes on Facebook, and great partner organizations across Canada. Here's a promise. Every dollar you donate will go towards generating great content that will help drive our national conversation and provide a site that is accessible, responsive, and easy to view. Our aim is to be a viable media organization, but in the lead up to self-sufficiency, we are appealing to friends like you to help keep us in business. Nothing I can say is more compelling than the site we've created. Please take a look. Help champion NCM's pioneering journalism.